Congresswoman Ashley Hinson, Republican from Iowa, joins us now. I'm sure, Congressman, you're also hoping that you can vote on this as soon as possible. I can't imagine. I mean, I don't know if you changed your clothes. I don't know what hour it is for you. You guys have been up all night waiting to vote on this thing. And there were some problems within your own conference for a little while there. Take us inside the room, how you got this all together to finally get this done today once Hakeem Jeffries wraps up.
Yeah, well, they are spending hours and hours building up those lies, but while they're lying about us, we're going to continue to tell the truth about them, Aisha. And I think thanks to President Trump's leadership here, we're going to pass the big, beautiful bill today. You know, nobody whips a vote like President Trump, and I know that we as Republicans certainly have more that we agree on than we disagree on. And so we worked through those differences overnight as a conference, and we're looking forward to passing this big, beautiful bill, which will provide historic tax relief for hardworking Iowans, make those generational investments in border security, unleash American energy, and keep our country safe. So President Trump campaigned and was elected by working Americans, and today we're going to deliver for working Americans and working families.
It wasn't a beautiful process, but I think the harder part comes now, right, Congresswoman, because now you have to go take this to the American people and explain in great detail exactly how this is going to help them at home. And there's been this a war of messaging between you and the Democrats, and they've done a pretty good job of sort of infiltrating the messaging. How will you sort of turn that, shift that wave, and try to explain this the best that you can to the American people that this does help them?
Well, I've been out in my district. I've actually done some town halls. I go out and take people's unfiltered questions. I want to get out and go on offense on this bill and talk about all the great things that it does for American families. You talk about targeting those relief efforts right at the middle class. No tax on tips, no tax on overtime, that relief for Social Security for seniors, making sure they don't have to send those hard-earned tax dollars back to the federal government. Again, making those investments in border security. And then I want to talk about Medicaid, because we are eliminating the waste, fraud, and abuse in Medicaid. We want this program to be there for constituents like mine, like Emmeline and Parker, disabled children who need access to these benefits. They shouldn't be going to a 29-year-old guy who's living in his mom's basement choosing not to work. These benefits will be preserved thanks to the work of President Trump and Republicans. We're continuing to stand up for hardworking families.
Yeah, I think Medicaid was the biggest cause of fear for Americans across the country. President Trump also awake right now and truth socialing about the big, beautiful bill and really trying to get this out there. He says the largest tax cuts in history in a booming economy versus the biggest tax increase in history in a failed economy. What are the Republicans waiting for? What are you trying to prove? MAGA is not happy and it's costing you votes. This was him trying to get the holdouts in place. It looks like they are in place now, and he's going to go home with you to Iowa to talk this up, talk about what that's going to be like on tonight and what Iowans can hear from him tonight.
Yeah. Well, Aisha, what a better place to celebrate the passage of one big, beautiful bill. We are so proud to welcome President Trump back to Iowa. Obviously, Iowa is Trump country. We were proud to elect him again this cycle, and, you know, he is delivering. So we're looking forward to continuing to celebrate America, you know, the patriotism. I think that's what really the 4th of July and celebrating America's 250th birthday is all about. And nobody better to help us kick off that celebration in Iowa than President Trump, because you look at Iowa, you know, we got hardworking people. Iowa values, our heartland values, our American values, and those are things that the president's fighting for and we're fighting alongside him for.
Well put. Congresswoman, thanks for joining us, and I hope you can get on the House floor soon and get this thing going. I know you guys want to get out of here as soon as possible.
Us too.
Thanks for being with us.